What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here. All right, so today's video, we're gonna do some fun stuff. So I wanted to weigh this car because, as I'll show you guys in a sec here, I've done some extensive weight reduction. So I know I kind of was saying that I'll keep this car as the street/drift car, but that never happens when it comes to Drifts and Lifts cars. They basically start life as a stock Volvo. They slowly make their way into like a daily driver/drift car. And then eventually I pick up another one that I replace it for the daily driver, and then that one becomes like a full drift car. So that's kind of what's happened to this car, guys. I do plan on, like I've been saying for like, what, 2 years now, good Lord. We're gonna do the NA build on this car, so it's gonna have a spicy engine eventually. I figured why not make it like super competitive and just strip the absolute crap out of it, get it as light as absolute possible. And then once we do the NA build, I have a good feeling that with only 220 to 250 wheel horsepower, this thing is going to be a very competitive grassroots drift car. Even with a non-turbo red block engine, it's going to rev really high. It's going to be super cool. But so let's take a little look at what I did here, guys. So this car got the exact same treatment as the Blue Wagon. You guys, if you haven't seen the videos of the Blue Wagon, go check that out. It is it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool car. But yeah, so we did Lexan windows. I cut out all the doors. We stripped out the sound ending in the doors. So it's so funny, man. Opening these doors, they weigh absolutely nothing. Like, it's literally just like, there's nothing to them. So we did the same in the front. As you guys can see, I got my dope little leather strap here. That's like pretty race car, isn't it? But yeah, so to get out of this car, like you literally just, you take these little latches right there. Boom, boom, nothing to it. The Lexan windows I drilled little holes, just screwed them in. What I did is I actually left the factory rubber, which is the track for the window. And actually these Lexan windows are the same thickness as a factory glass window. So they slide right into the factory rubber, and it looks, it looks pretty good in my opinion. Another funny thing is actually we delete this rear window here, because normally on a 740, there's this pillar here, and then there's like a separate window. So now we're just like one whole window. So driving this car, guys, it feels hilariously nimble. So I'm gonna take an estimate. I'm thinking I got it lower than 2,400 pounds. I'm pretty darn sure. So the difference of this car and the Blue Wagon as far as weight reduction goes is all that really has done to it past this car is a stripped out wiring harness. In that car, we've got like an EMU harness for the standalone ECU, but all the factory wiring that goes all around the car is all gutted out. So that maybe loses like 30 pounds, but I think we're gonna be pretty darn close. So what we're gonna do right now, guys, is I'm with my good friend Christian as well as Oliver. We're gonna hop in our Volvos. We're gonna go weigh this car on the industrial scale. And then if we have enough time, maybe we'll weigh their cars just to see like a comparison. And because it's Saturday today, then we're gonna head down to Indonesia and we'll do a couple drifts. I'll show you guys kind of how this car goes. Maybe we'll do like a drag race. These guys have turbo cars, and maybe if I stripped out enough weight, I might just be pretty close. Maybe I can get them in gearing and weight instead of horsepower. All right, guys, so we just arrived at the industrial scale, so shout out to Goodies Recycling. Another thing I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, guys, is actually, you'll notice the hood is black on this car, and that's because I actually copped an aluminum 740 hood for it. So these hoods are, I believe, 18 or 19 pounds lighter than a factory steel hood. So that's just another piece of the puzzle to the ultimate lightest 740 you could possibly build. Look at that, guys. 1070 kilograms. That is, I don't even know what that is in pounds, dude. That's like 2,300 pounds or something. Like, that's seriously
Yeah, we'll
light.
do the math on that.
So there you go, guys. That is the answer. So it's teetering on 1070 and 1080. So that means it's like right on the threshold of being 1080. So that comes to 2,376 pounds. Stripped out S13. I think you guys can get around to that sort of weight as well. But I'm like so pumped, guys. And it's just all the little things, right? Like, so there's a lot of things about this car that help to get it down to that weight. The BMW ZF transmission took about 75 pounds off of the total weight of the car. The aluminum hood, even things like the billet, centerline wheels that I have, those are a little bit lighter than factory. The exhaust system is a lot lighter. The header actually that I'm running on this car is a lot lighter than the factory header. So, you know, all these little things add up, and this has got to be one of the lightest 740s on the planet, honestly. It even has, you guys have probably noticed, I don't even have a passenger seat. No one can ride with me. I'm a freaking loner. All right, okay, well, because we're here, we may as well weigh Oliver's car. So his is a 940. It's got rear seats in it. It's got, like, he still has all the stuff under the dash. He's still got front door panels. I'm gonna take a guess and say that Oliver's car weighs about 2,800 pounds on the dot. I'm gonna say right around there. That's good, Ollie. 1,280. So 200 kilograms more than my car. So 1,280 kilos brings you to about 20.
It's roughly.
Let's check this out. So 2,821 pounds. It's almost like I've stripped a couple of them out before, eh? All right, guys. So sick. We're not even gonna bother weighing Christian's car. I'm already pretty sure it's about the exact same as this. I'm almost positive. All right, guys. I'm gonna run it through the gears. Maybe we'll race Christian. And then we're going to do a couple drifts there. So this big sweeper is probably actually fourth gear, so we'll try to hit that. So apparently the Indonesian cops are on their way, so we can only do like one run or two. We gotta bounce, but we'll see how she goes. car, it's actually hilarious how good this car rips for only having 120 horsepower to the tire. So yeah, I really like this car, guys, as you can probably tell. Okay, I'll go one more. I think we got a little time before the cops show up. I'm trying to go pretty fast into this entry here. Oh man, this car is so good. Alright, we should roll out. What is this? Sugar beverage?
It says 0 on it.
0.
God.
Good job.
Yeah. Anyways, back to our scheduled programming.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that was pretty much a wrap up. We were able to get out of there before the Indonesian police showed up to bust us. But anyways, I could talk all day about how dope this thing is. Yeah. Now it's stripped out as much as we can go, and now we can only go more horsepower. So that's going to be the plan pretty soon, guys. If you want to support the channel, hit up the Drifts and Lifts store. We're still selling merch. Before I go, guys, I think I'm going to add a muffler to this car, honestly. When I had the interior in it with the rear seat and that kind of thing, it kind of muffled the, the really loud straight pipe out the back there. But now that there's nothing in this car, I'm hearing all of this in the car, because this bumper, this obviously isn't an actual metal bumper, and there's a lot of holes in this trunk area from wall tapping it and that kind of thing. So this car is just stupid loud inside. I like loud cars, but a little too loud is a bit obnoxious, honestly. So it might actually sound a little better with an actual muffler on it, a little more kind of, take the raspiness away, that kind of thing. Right now, all it has is a KL Racing header and a resonator, and it's straight piped other than that. So
how many times will you change the exhaust setup on the Gold car?
Yeah, dude.
You find one that you...
No doubt. I think this is like the 5th exhaust setup I put on this car. Like different variations of mufflers and etc. Like and subscribe for sugar-free Volvo drinks.
Sucralose Volvo drinks.
Peace out.